And welcome back to Panopticon. This is part 13. So, we have just finished building an oxygen system, and the next step here is we need to build some hydrogen as a kind of an alternative power to the system. Unfortunately, there's a whole bunch of chlorine, but on the other side, there's a whole bunch of additional hydrogen, so I think we will start with that. So our dupes can't access this area, so we're going to start by just putting down the things that we want to put down. And we just won't let them in that area for now. Let's see, that's high enough. So I think the best idea there is just to build a heavy watt. There's more hydrogen there, there's more hydrogen there. We're doing... kids being loud. We have an interesting access to a lot of hydrogen. Oh right, we have a thing there as well. I think... are we going to let these little guys loose? Well, it doesn't really matter. But I think... Bentley Group, are you guys marked? You are. But I think we would very much like to access that building and see what's in there. So if they come down here, we'll need that and that. And that should be sufficient to get them in that door. But I think we should also cut that, because I don't want that inside to be flooded. And then they're fine. So there's that set up. Now, this piping we're gonna need. We're gonna need. Do we need a transformer? It's a temporary once. It's a temporary once-off thing. So we're just gonna build power cables directly up there. So we are gonna need a filter, which we're gonna set up like so. Can get some power cables. And we're gonna make that out of gold amalgam. So there's apparently, I saw a patch for this. These power icons should not be grey. They should be white. Like they should always pop out, right? Like the power icons up here, regardless of whether the building is constructed or not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that is too low now. There we go. Now we're going to get some piping. Bring it straight down, not across, and up to that. Okay, so now we want hydrogen. So, this will have to stay one above. That's fine. Okay, this one is going to be everything else. So ideally, I think, nope, because that's going to vent. It's not just dumping everything. It's a good point, then, isn't it? Shouldn't we turn that off so we can see what's in there? Just let it collect for a while. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. We're going to have you. I don't know. We'll have, I guess, 2 for future proofing. Lead out to here, lead out to here. I'm gonna need tiles to go in between. That looks good. Yeah. Alright, now we're going to leave it alone. We're not going to worry about any of that part until all of this is done. Because it's irrelevant, frankly. How's our gas distribution looking like in there? Well, most of the CO2 is gone now. That's good. So again, we have massive overproduction. As defined by the room being over pressure. Because these are putting out a full gram of gas every second, and of whatever type, and these are sucking in half a full kilo, and these are sucking in half a kilo each. So they're pulling in 2 kilos, and these are putting out 9 kilos. So obviously, what was I even thinking? Right, yeah, kilo comes in, kilo comes out. So having that many is actually pointless. And again, with the air pipes, these can only hold a kilo. That's the reason they're getting split off so fast. So when they combine, when they're pumping air in here, they're putting it to full capacity, they're putting it to full capacity. Hydrogen then gets split off, which, you know, might reduce one of the squares, like 1 in every 4 or 5 squares. But then that's still 2 kilos of air coming in here, which can't. So anyway. Okay, what skills am I short? I believe it was construction and digging. Digging especially. Yeah, I've only got 2 people with super duper hard digging. So I really want someone with digging. Digging is primary. Zero people with digging. I don't really want a sweetie larva. Yeah, I don't want any of these. So now people up here are suffocating, right? Oxygen is clearly bad. Look at all this oxygen that's essentially wasted up here. So we need to do some stuff with this. We're gonna need one here. Probably one over here. One over here wouldn't hurt. And they will do for now. Okay. Well, where am I going to put that piping? Because it kind of has to be filtered off. And I don't want to reintroduce it to that system. So It might be better to filter it up here. We'll filter it into oxygen. And polluted oxygen and whatever. Okay, so you're going to go in here. Okay, and then these two are going to be both oxygen and polluted oxygen, which are fine. Intermingling, and then, oh my god. And then, yeah, we don't need the rest of you. And now we'll put the rest into storage. Okay. And again, we will build 2 for the sake of redundancy. I think this episode is going to be all about gas management. Now, oh, wrong one. That's the one. There we go. Yeah, I did build a pipe all the way over. So now, that gas is going to need to be spat out somewhere that has an oxygen filter. I think we're going to spit this out into the lab. Merely because there's room for it to be built there. And so we're going to build this over here. We're going to follow. No, I don't care. We're just going to go straight down. And boop. I'm going to stick an oxygen vent there. And we're going to put a deodorizer right there. Which means we're going to need some power. What is this cable at? It's at plenty of spare power. Okay. Speaking of power, what's this at? 575. It cannot run all of that as well. So, either we run conductive wire all over the shop, or we build a new transformer. How do we want to do this? What's the power consumption on a transformer? Is it a full 1,000 or? Oh no, it's 200 when it's at full drain, right? I guess we'll find out in a moment. But it's like a battery, it stores up to that amount, doesn't it? Power available. Do they not count as drawing power? Minus. No, it's got a positive. Okay, they're just batteries. So you can see if I hook this wire up to a transformer. It seems silly to me, but I'm not seeing a reason why it's not possible. But instead, I'm going to do this. And we're going to break Take that, please. And then you're going to carry on upwards. We're going to build a transformer, say, here. And we're going to put a smart battery right there. Which means you need to come up and around. There we go. Connect you up. And now we need a standard wire bridge to go here. To reconnect all of that. Now, we're going to need standard tiles. To go under here. So, from there, and before we forget, let's get the automation wire in. One mistake was enough. And we're going to do that because we want 2 more batteries on top. Now, with this, I feel we can afford to use standard copper here. Because we're not running a huge circuit. In fact, we can just add that one straight in there. There we go. Is that all reachable? Yeah, that's all reachable. So that's those 2 added into that existing circuit. Nope. Wire, please. There we go. We'll bring this one across here. We'll bring this one across here. All right. Now we need a lot of going to about there. A lot of going across to there will be fine. And the bridge is more critical than the other stuff. Okay, this guy is going to be oxygen. Yeah, we're going to build a switch on this as well, so we can just turn all of them on or off as we see fit. Okay, breathability is down to 14%, which is bad. Okay, we got a fair bit of backup oxygen. Oxygen backed up. So we have to have one going into a bedroom. So this is the exact mistake you were just telling yourself about, Brian. I'm not going to worry about the lab. I'm not going to worry about the hatch rooms, although that's probably a mistake. This is just going to go straight up. Is there even room in the bathroom? There is. Okay. And I think that is it for now. You're gonna name me algae, aren't you? No. No, I don't want any of you guys. Is that... It is made of ice, and it's still going. That's impressive and surprising. Okay. We're down to 4 kilos of coal. Coal is now a serious problem. And so is algae, except we just found all of this here. 1, 2. That needs to be the priority. Because if you do it the bit at the bottom, you won't be able to reach that stuff at the top. What are we feeding our hatches? Is it sandstone? Sand and sandstone. How are we doing on those? Well, we have an infinite amount of those. Okay, how are we doing on the... Can we stop? Stop! How are we doing on the sedimentary? 90 tons. Okay, we have a reasonable amount of that now. But I mean, since we still have so much sandstone, we might as well keep our hatches as hatches. Like until we get another material that we desperately need to use instead of sandstone, we're fine with hatches as hatches. Because I'm thinking I need another hatchery. Kind of as an urgent thing. So let's save this. Because we're going to use this blueprint tool here, and this blueprint tool just means it's really good. So it'll duplicate all of that. And then if I click this, it'll just allows me to reprint straight out. The problem is all these stairs are in lousy positions. Stairs, ladders. And power cables. So, like ideally I would want it there. There even. But that's not going to work. You can put it there. We're going to put it there. Alright. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cancel all the stuff that's in here that we don't want. Which is a few things. I don't think there's any power cables running through there. There were. Okay. So we're going to disconnect that. We're going to disconnect those. Let's try that again. Let's try with just the buildings this time. So we're not deleting any pipes. Is there automation wire in there? There was an automation wire in there as well. Okay. We're just going to do that. So this, I think, we're actually going to bring it up and around. Minor change, not a huge deal. And this ladder we can bring up here as well. In fact, we can join that ladder to there. So again, buildings. We'll need to dig in there. We're going to remove those ladders. And I will delete those cables once this cable is complete. Which means we don't need that cable anymore. Right? Right. Oh, and since it's not even connected in the first place, we can't do that until those cables are gone. Which that one is now. We got 7.9 ton. I'm pretty sure all of that should be reachable, right? That's what I meant to do. All right. So now that I've set them like 500 tasks, we kind of just need to let them potter about and get it done. Because there's no real point in adding more to their list of things to do if they have a ginormous list of things to do. We're looking towards mechanical engineering for you. I have 2 for those. I do. Don't know if I want to give you anything else. I might as well give you that because your morale's going to stay great. Yeah, let's give you some basic hard digging. Yep. Up there. Yeah, we're working towards mechatronics for you as well, and we're working towards mechatronics for you as well. All right, and we're at 3% stress. That's fine. Now, oh, I see. We duplicated a bunch of conveyor belts. Right? We don't want any of that. Thank you very much. That was one thing I forgot to look at. You guys were going to rebuild. We'll just build a 1 out of sandstone. Not sandstone, out of gold amalgam. And likewise, gold amalgam. Actually, we're going to take that apart and rebuild it. Don't need to do that, Brian. You can just click on the material, Brian. There we go. Please rebuild that. See, whenever these get emptied, stuff gets shuffled down to them. It would be more sensible to have it going the other way, so it's closer to where dupes 1, 2, but, you know, that's not what I was thinking about when I set it up. Foresight, not my strong point. Now, there's no dupes trapped up here, right? Right, excellent. .7% breathability. Yeah. So all that algae we just harvested got used. Now we were digging across here. Invalid construction location. You are gonna have to be more specific about that. Yeah, that's fine. You weirdo. We shouldn't move them until the hatches are ready to be born. Or until the room is built. That's what I mean. Really? It looks like... Oh, there we go, finally melted. It really looks like that water is too high. But I guess it isn't. Where did that sound come from? I don't like it. Digging, but nothing else. Building with a bunch of stuff. You will do quite nicely. So, because mechatronics is a unique construction skill, it's kind of good to give the people with mechatronics building skill, and that might mean you're going to negatively impact their morale and them's the brakes, but they really need to be able to build briskly. Alright, now, new person. I know it's building. I'm pretty confident it's operating, and I don't remember the third thing. Tidying, okay. We're not going to increase the tidying effect. Because once the double arrows are finished moving with the single arrows, tidying is first on the list. So that'll just get done. Do we have a lot of polluted dirt in here? Like, what's the dealio? Slime. Like, what's off-gassing? Yeah, okay, there's polluted dirt. Might it make more sense to put the polluted dirt into an enclosed building? And that way all the off-gassing is confined to a single space. I think might is the wrong word there. I think it definitely would make a lot more sense. Excuse me. Weather report. I do not need to know about tomorrow's weather. Thank you very much. And we're out of coal. But we can start using refined copper again for that. So we need to get these little guys pooping as briskly as possible. These rooms are pretty much going to stay sealed, right? So let's move these eggs. I don't know why you think that's unreachable. You can reach it from right there. Steady dupe. And let's do these before they hatch, please. Just gonna move on. Let's free that space up. And it's fully charged. Okay, let's get rid of these messages that I do not need. And they should all, this one has the advantage of they'll all reproduce again now. How long till you guys are done? You're at 83% and we're doing how much a day? We're doing 5%, so you're like 4 cycles away. You are a full thing away. 2 of them should be done in a couple of days. Alright, how is our oxygenation? Oh, we're working. Overpressure is fine. Overpressure is actually kind of good. Because it means that when the doors open, the carbon dioxide will be pushed out. How's that scrubber working? That scrubber is working great. We should probably put another scrubber down here. Yeah, okay, there we go. It's made out of the correct material. What we're going to do here. It would be dangerous to branch that off because it's not always going to have water. We're gonna do this the other way around. Can we rotate you guys? Oh, we can! Fabulous! I didn't think we could. That's perfect then. So let's go back to this. Okay, because we want to hook our pipe up to there. We want to have our output there. Which one's input can come in from there. Perfect. Other way and other way. All right. Damn it! What achievement did I earn? Oh, oxygen distribution, okay. You know, I think we can afford that. And we can afford that. Basically, rooms that are getting oxygen, we're not going to link them together. So they're all, oxygen's coming in from all directions at once. So we don't just, you know, so we don't have no oxygen in the lab just because, you know, it's going everywhere else. We really have found no aberrant seeds. That is odd. Now what's at the end of that? Oh, those. Yeah, okay. Why is there water there? $30 grams of water. Where did that even come from? Okay, so most of that is dealt with. Okay, that's dealt with. You will have power again. Oh. That was silly. Right, you are not set. You need to be polluted oxygen. There we go. Oh, so hard. Let's go do that. Honestly, you might as well just dig your way across. I kind of want to see what's in here. Somebody's very happy. Okay. Let's do it like that. Yeah, until this is built, we're not touching the other thing. It might not hurt to do that. Just to make it easier to access. I mean, it's not like they're short on oxygen, but it's just, you know, faster to get there. They don't have to like run across ladders and jump up and down. Like it's much more of a straight run. That sounded like somebody peed themselves. No, but oxalite. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is pre-Frosty thingy, so we can't do... Yeah, that's not an option. So we're just gonna have to dump that into a room. What room needs it? I think that bedroom does. Okay. We're gonna move you to here. And we're gonna put you maximum priority. And that's just gonna give us a burst of oxygen into that room. Oh. My bad. There we go. Toilets, you're saying? Well now. Why? The toilets are backed up because I put that in backwards, which means I put that in backwards. My goodness. Well, at least I hooked them up the right way round. gets all my toilets working again. Excellent. Trapped. Who's trapped? Why would you do that? Oh, I see. You're trapped because of that. There you go. You're all trapped. At least you were trapped with oxygen. Could have been so much worse. Oh, the Biobot builder. I don't care about you. Rummage and inspect. Rummage and inspect. Inspect. The only thing I really care about are the data cores. Demolish. Demolish. I can inspect you. Blah blah blah. Alright, there is no easy way to get down to that. I guess through the ceiling is the easiest way, but then we lose some perfectly good sleet. Which I prefer not to. What is all this that I haven't seen? I haven't even looked down there. There's the hermit. Yeah, I saw him a while back. Okay. You go do that. Somebody go do that. Hey, that's all built, finally. Okay. We should, I think, have enough data disks now to... Oh, crud. Where'd he go? There you are. You are Ren. Ren is going in this neural vacillator because he's closest. What do you end up with? Ah, super strong again. Absolutely fine. We have 32 units. Oh yeah, but we've already... Whew, I was about to panic, thinking we're going to research something I don't want, but we've already disabled it. Okay. Brackine into brine and brack wax. To milk grassing. So okay. What a brackine? Isn't there something I have up here that can make brackine? This thing. Right. What in the hell is brackine? It's a type of liquid. Okay, and it gives us brack wax. says sodium-rich liquids useful in ranching. So you say. But what then is black wax? Black wax to live in NAFTA. I don't know what plastium is. Are you saying I can make plastium with that? What the hell is plastium? Oh, it's a combination of all three. Which means it's no good to me whatsoever. So I do not care about black wax. Okay. Back to what I was looking up. Brackine is potentially useful in that we can use it for a critter fountain. I don't know what that does for me. I think I'm going to want a mission control station. Just because that seems the next inherently useful thing. Yeah, let's go do that. And we can now turn the virtual planetarium back on. And we got ourselves some warm coats. All the data banks loaded into this thing. Most of them anyway. Looks so happy. All right. This stuff is getting built slowly. See how little hydrogen we have? Like, it just takes so long to build up sufficient hydrogen to be worthwhile. Although we seem to have a really good backlog of oxygen, a surprisingly good backlog of oxygen. You are going to be hydrogen. Right? The hydrogen splits off and goes down here. Okay, and we need a bridge. Small petroleum engine and mission control station. Excellent. So now... yeah, you got like 5 data banks. We're going to disable you again because we don't have enough data again. Somebody can go research that stuff. mean, this is the area we wanted our power station in anyway. I think we'll put the base of it here, and we're going to build where all this abyssalite is, mostly because I want to capture this coin. There we go. Get that done. How are we doing up here? We're getting there, albeit extraordinarily slowly. I'm looking for a digger. Diggy diggy dig. None of you guys. And mallow seeds are basically trash, right? Like, they're just decorative. Alright, who's ready to skill up? Yeah, you're massively overloaded. We need to not give you any more skills. Okay. So if it noise, I need to turn a fan on. Just for a couple of seconds. Hoi hoi hoi. Okay, that's plenty. We're up to 4 tons of coal, just from digging all that stuff out. Okay, I'm going to do some prioritizing for construction. Because I really want this done. And I'm going to start laying this other stuff out. So, we'll stick a door here, which means that our station goes next. Right, so the door is there, so you go there. So now these hydrogen power yokis. And they have no outputs, right, except for heat. So you're gonna go. Now you're 3 long. So you're 9 in total. So I think we can do 9 9's 81. I think we can do 9 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That seems about right. It should be the same as what I did. I could have done a blueprint actually. 3, 6. I could have just done a blueprint actually. And then just swapped out the buildings, but whatever. Okay, so now we need a floor for all of them. Well, that was incorrect. Did you get rummaged on? You did. Okay, we'll get out of here then. Okay, and now we need an airlock. Or 2. just going to cancel that airlock and just have it dug open for the moment. Now, right, this guy, to get in here, we need to dig across there, and there, and there. We don't really need that one, but let's do it for the sake of completeness. And we're going to dig that out, just so we can access that sleep wheat. Oh, all this water's gone. Well, there goes all our coolant, I guess. And you're good for another few days. How long till you erupt? 1.1 cycles. Okay, let's get rid of this sand. I don't know. What is that noise? Is it the spinny thing? I have no idea what that noise is. How bizarre. Alright, we've got some hatches being hatched out there, which is good. Also good. Has this been inspected? It cannot be inspected. Yeah, I'm going to loot everything else and deconstruct everything else. Look at all this algae just sitting there. Okay, so we're going to need some smart battery to begin with. Then we're going to need some regular batteries, just like we have here. We'll go here, we'll do a little gap, we'll do a little gap. Sure. Automation. Get all this up and drop that sucker down. And it's also going to be here. And then we need the heavy-duty power cable. Right. That's okay. We can stick it there. Yeah, we can stick it there. That's fine. Power, heavy wire. And we are now low, quite low on gold amalgam. So we're going to switch over to iron for this. Yeah, we are quite low. And then that's going to go to there. So then and we're out. I'm going to bring you across to there. We're not even close to getting into space, and we are like largely out of materials. So we, I think, need to start focusing on getting into space to another asteroid, because this one is, well, it's not low. I mean, we still have a lot of unexplored, but there's very little metal in this area. Right, it's all wolframite that I don't want to use. There's no metal in there. There's a little bit of copper in there. You know what I mean? We're running low. I think we're going to set up one of these just to clear this out. You know, that'll do. And that'll get us some gold as well. Oh yeah, I forget there's gold in there. Golden amalgam, whatever the heck that is. How is this wire? How much power is on that? Loads of power is on that. We're still good? We're still good. Yeah? Okay. Pipe blocked. Oh, I see the silly mistake I made. We fed it into the, tried to feed it into the final tank rather than into the first tank. And then we're golden. Who's trapped? Fair, fair. Oh yeah, you can get up and down the ladder, but you can't get anywhere else. There's no oxygen! Oh, I've screwed that up. Oh, I killed him. I just killed him. Sorry, Ruby, but you're dead. God! It's not even reachable. It is, but whoever's coming for it is way too far away. God damn it. Guilt is real. God damn it. Okay, this It seems to be all CO2 now. And we'll let that chlorine in up here as well. Is there any chlorine in here, or is it just all? What have we got? We got some chlorine gas. Shut you off, and now I'm going to put a power switch here. No, here. Because I don't think that draws power unless it's filtering. That was frustrating. And Ruby was one of my diggers. Yep. Yepity yep. And none of you have digging again. So I feel like this is a conspiracy. What's the happiness difference? Omelette is +4, +8. It is better. It's 3,600 calories. It's 2,800 calories. So it's basically the calories are the same. Okay, so what's going on up here? This looks like they're all backlogged. They're definitely backlogged. This is backlogged. Right, because we have it pumping out into a place that's highly pressurized already. Which is fine, because it just means we don't need this oxygen. Okay, we're at 79 breathability, and we only have a very small amount of algae. Okay. Yeah, that's algae. Can we wrangle a pacu? We cannot. That's right, you have to use, there's a fish capture tool. So if I want to relocate that pacu, I would have to capture it and then drop it off. Down here. Oh, we've got tropical pacu down here. What does looking for food mean? This critter's hungry. Yeah, but you guys don't actually die, right? If you don't have food, you don't starve. Pretty sure hatches starve, but pacu I don't think do. Is that? Yeah, that is legit water. Where's this water coming from? It's like 300 grams. Wow, Jesus. Remember before all of this was CO2? Gone. All of it gone. Right? I don't know how it all went away from down here, which is kind of weird. I don't really want to credit the carbon scrubber with all of that, because it's carbon should fall, but it was definitely a contributing factor. So that means we can now work down here without fear of rapid suffocation. The air is... It's alright actually. Yeah, it's breathable. It's not even barely breathable, it's just breathable. What is going on? Oh, another anti-entropy thermal nullifier. Got a steam vent kicking us about 110 degrees. Which is fine. Oh, look at all this algae right here. Not that we're hurting for it as much as we were. Look at all this coal. Coal we are kind of hurting for though. Okay, yeah, you got built. Excellent. So I'm going to build you again. But over here. Like so. Looks like we found more copper somewhere. Okay. Oh, excellent. There we go. Okay, so we can build you back in there. And we can now close this off. Whoops. B and then O. There we go. So that hooks up. We are going to disable all of these. And now we need ventilation. So you're going to come out of there super awkwardly because you're going to go up and then you're going to go down. Now, I'd like to try and get these into as even a distribution as possible. So we're not just filling up one and ignoring the rest. So really, you gotta do these ridiculous pairings. Right, and it's ridiculous. And we gotta pair these guys, and we gotta pair these guys, and one of them kind of has to be a triple. It's the only way it really works. Well, that's not true. We don't have to pair it there. We can pair it here. Make that into a triple. And that evens it all out a bit. And then this is going to go roughly in the middle. Which is to say there. Because we want them all to run at about the same rate, because they will consume 100 per second. So, you know, theoretically, it should fill this one up, and then fill this one up, and then fill this one up, and then fill this up, which means your power steps up really slowly if the pipes are empty. And you know, once the pipes are full, if everything is shut off and the pipes are full, it doesn't really matter, because then they'll all kick in simultaneously. But the pipes will be emptied at the same rate, but they'll be filled up from the front first. So again, you have a real risk of the last 3 or 4 just shutting down just because they don't have gas. So you want the gas to be distributed as evenly as possible to keep them all running at about the same rate. And sure, they may stop on and off, but this is going to maximize, I reckon, in my opinion, your power production. It's going to keep it fairly consistent. Because even if a few shut off, with that initial burst, we should charge up these quite quickly. Basically, waste not what not with the water, you know? Are you trapped? What are you doing? Idle. Why are you idle? Hungry chili surroundings. There's nothing stopping you. There is something stopping you. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff there that needs to be dug out. Always watch out for idle dupes. Your first danger sign is that dupe is idle. They may be trapped, they may not be trapped. Trapped, you know, may take a moment or two to kick in. Digging. Son of a... I don't really care about the other things, but I want somebody with a skill in digging. And you're bad at construction, which is fine. Yeah, so idle is your kind of red alert notification that somebody is probably gonna die unless you get on top of it. As you see, I'm really good at noticing when dupes are about to die. I'm not good at saving them from dying. I'm really good at setting them up to die. Not so good at getting them out of that situation. I think we could use some more construction skills. Where are you at? Yeah, let's give you that just to capitalize on your free medicine skill. You, I think, are kind of fine. Let's get you moving quicker. Right, we have you construction. You are overloaded. You are a sad panda for some reason. Right, but the only thing you're going to be good at is carrying. Well, the only interest you have is carrying. It doesn't mean you can't do other things. Let's give you the basic hard digging skill. You looks like we were moving towards digging for you as well. But you don't need any morale impediments. You are electrical engineering. Boop, boop, boop. More mechatronics. And you have way too many skills already. Yeah, we've got 12% stress. Oh right, I haven't even bridged that. I don't have to worry about turning these off. So normally I worry about turning these off because they turn on before I'm ready, but I didn't realize I didn't have I didn't have pipes connected. Now, the other thing I want to do here is I want to have a little bit of fine-grained control over all of this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna disconnect. Oh, I made a slight mistake. Okay. I'm gonna break that pipe there. And we're gonna put a valve in here. So that way, yeah, that's automatically. So that way, should I, for whatever reason, want to throttle this down, maybe I just want to get more gas into the tanks, I can just, you know, I don't need to shut down all the equipment, I don't need to deconstruct anything, I can just go turn the gas off. Now, unlike a power switch, these valves do require dupe involvement. So if I set it to off, I believe a dupe has to run over here and flick the switch. I may be wrong. I believe it was that way once, but I mean it was that way with power switches as well at one point. So now we need to close that off. We need to turn you on. Did we build our bridge? We did not. There we go. I'm turning off because I want all these pipes to be filled before we start producing power. Are we too big? We might be too big. We are way too big. We are 10 tiles too big. They're 4 long. They're not. These are 4x. They're 3x4s or 4x3s. They are not 3x3s like they call. Right. Right. Which means, I need to redo all that piping. I thought this felt too big. Okay. On the other side, we're just losing these two. So I don't need this. So this is fine. No, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that. I'm going to cut all of that. And this will all make sense in a moment. Oh, keep that. So now I'm going to pair these up. There we go. And now this one is going to... What are we doing, Brian? We're not doing that. That's what we're not doing. We're doing that. that will split off. Okay, no, we're good. There we go. Alright. So we go to here, we go to here, and we go to here. There we go. And bam, we're out of coal. How about now? There we go. Now, 92 out of 96 witches, otherwise known as goddamn perfection. So now, if we turn this on, see, yeah, it does require dupe involvement. Because we flipped the switch, we've turned it on, but nothing's happening. There's our dupe. So this is going to get consumed almost as fast as it's pumped in. Right, so we're starting to get, this one is going to fill up first, and then these are going to start to fill up, and then all of the gas will end up going over here, or almost all of it, which will start backlogging over here. Right, once it stops splitting off so much. Perfect. Now this would, of course, eventually happen if you just filled them from left to right, but you know, you wouldn't have had all of these kicking off at the same time. So you're going to have a much higher burst of power and continuous power if you do it this way. Because otherwise, half will always be going, 50% will always be going to the first one, and then half of the remainder, 25% will always go to this one, 12% will always go to this one, till eventually, you know, it's a half to the power of 7, right? You know, 1% of your gas is going to be going to this one, which means it's almost never going to be turned on. Right, until all of these are backlogged, which could take a while. So this is a much better setup. Now look at this. They're all running. The gas is being consumed, but the backlog is occurring at the reservoir because the amount that's being pumped in, these guys are doing 100 grams each. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 700 grams are being consumed, whereas 1,000 grams are being pumped in, right? So we have a 300 gram per second excess, which means those pipes should stay full just about forever. Well, like until this reservoir is drained, which we obviously don't want. The main issue is when these reservoirs get full, because that's going to backlog the oxygen, which is going to shut down the whole hydrogen production. But we will worry about that later. Alright, now. I believe I saw some straight water, like unpolluted water in here, which I want rid of, please. There we go. Okay. Oh, we've got chlorine gas, most excellent. So we can enable you again. Probably don't need to have you on emergency. That's a whole bunch of chlorine. Once that chlorine is gone, why don't we stick up an automation? We have 2 sensors hooked up to an ore gate. Because we want, if you detect hydrogen or chlorine, turn on. And we'll put it here, and we'll put it here. Or here, and here will be better. And now we'll have some automation wire. And to make that work, we're going to have to dig out this ceiling a bit. Yeah, that's enough. You are going to be hydrogen. Yeah, in fact, we should dig it up a little bit more to make it go up there. Of course, I can't actually reach that other one. Are we hooked up? We are hooked up. For right now, it's only set for hydrogen. Well, if you can get up there, you can get that, can't you? Oh no, this was only supposed to be coal. Okay, you are now going to be chlorine. The problem now is we've given the gas somewhere to escape to, which we do not want. Are you not? I guess the chlorine is there for too brief a time. There's just not enough of it. it'll find its way. Especially if we help it along. Okay. No to all of these. Oof. Okay, so that research is pretty much all done. So now we have oxygen mostly sorted out. We got a whole lot of backup oxygen. We have power mostly sorted out. It's not great, but it is, you know, functional. We don't have food because we're out of dirt. Fortunately, we've been stockpiling these guys since forever. But that's a major mistake, right? Because we haven't been growing any food whatsoever. Which you shouldn't do. You should grow food. Food is good. I'm mostly just lazy and couldn't be arsed. Now, normally I like doing mushrooms, but I've deleted most of my carbon. Bristleberries are a good option. What do I need for bristleberries? These guys here. They need water, and we have an abundance of water, but they have a temperature requirement, don't they? They have an inconvenient temperature requirement, 5 to 30 degrees, and we're substantially warmer than that, like almost everywhere. So, where are we for time? We're gonna create a bristle blossom plant interspersed with wheezeworts to keep the temperature down. And that's the plan. It's not a good plan, but it's a plan. Yeah, we're up to like 35, 40 degrees up there. Our temperature... Yeah, we're looking for kind of a Goldilocks zone. I think this is our best bet around here. Temperature of the water, and this water's at 32 degrees, and this water is going to be too warm for them. So if we automate the feeding, we're going to keep heating up the plants. But I think if we've wheezeworts in there, we should be all right. Greenhouse can be 96. 96. I'm going to need ceiling lights for that furniture. So, I mean, ideally, you know, we want to as high up to cover as much of an area as possible. Ooh, whatever to make the ceiling out of glass. I have never done that. I have always put the ceiling lights in the room with the bristleworts, and that makes things inconvenient because they got to be everywhere, right? But if I do it that way, then the building only needs to be as high as the bristleworts. I don't think I have that much glass. How much glass do I have? Glass tile, window tile. There we are. I can only make 5 of those tiles. And I don't want to experiment with it in a live environment. So food point, that is power. Hydroponic farm. So we're going to build them down here. So let's assume that that's going to be our ceiling. Right, we'll extend it along. So the light would be there. I can't remember how big these things are. I think they're 2 tiles high. But we're going to find out in a second. Excellent. Okay. Yes, they are. They are 1 too high. So. These are 4 high, so we have a gap of 6 between them. If we do them 3 high, we can have a gap of 4 between them. Sounds about right. Now, oh, that'll work. Thought I was going to have to deconstruct that. Let's plant you right now. And you're going to be my test case. And I think we should be okay with that. I think that should give it the light it needs. But we'll find out in just a moment. Please stop using copper. You know what? We probably have too many on that top schedule again. You know, we've got 9 on the bottom, which means we have 12 on the top. Let's move you down. Here we go. Now, yeah, you have enough light. So I believe, yeah, that would be fine as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that would be fine as well. So we're going to uproot you because we want our coal to start immediately. How many wheeze warts do I have access to? 0. I have 0 wheeze warts. What? There we go. Now we jump to there, jump to there, delete that. Okay. Lads, why are we leaving the industrial stuff on the floor? That's bad. We're basically going to have to dig our way to some weasel woods, aren't we? Because I need a lot of them. And let's go up here. Grab that one too. And none of them are in more accessible positions now. Looking for more. There's a little cold biome. There we go. There we go. There we go. I don't know that I need that many. I do know that we're only going to be able to produce frost bones for so long. Let's get this guy in here. And we should probably set up a second farm for another crop. Now, right now, oh, we could go all the way to there? Let me do that. Let me pause it real quick, because I don't want to dig them up. I mean, if you're not joking, then we're going to build all the way over. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we got loads of copper. So the thing is, they're not going to manually, anything that's on like a farm tile, they're not going to manually irrigate. Hey, there's our first wheezewort. And we're going to need to check what the radiation radius is. These guys have a limit of less than 4,600 rads per cycle. Oh, these are gonna put out, oh, 300 per cycle. That's fine. Still, we probably don't want another one before 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can probably do it 1, 2, 3, 4. We can probably do another wheezewort here. And a gap of 8. What's your body temp? Coming in at 20? Yeah, but you're heating up fast. Which is unsurprising. How's your temperature? Your temperature is 31.3. We don't know that you're cooling down though. Oh, you are. Excellent. The plan is working. We might get away with this. I could use a third digger. I don't want any of those. No. Well, these guys, they are a heat source. It's a very small amount, but it is some heat. And now if we look at the radiation, so there's going to be some overlap. 223, yeah, but the overlap's only like here, which is fine. Could probably afford to put a Weedsword in the middle if I really needed to. You were at 31.2 last I checked. You're at 30.9, coming down nicely. Alright, let's copy these, get another 4 in. This one's going to be Weedsword again. The radiation, I don't know if the radiation gives us the mutant seeds or if there's just a random chance to get a mutant seed, period. But either way, we should start getting mutant seeds. Let's copy that. Yeah, sure, we'll build that Wolframite, I don't care. We're 80, excellent, yeah, we should be. This should work. You in the middle, you're going to be the hottest probably, yeah, 32.2. You're at 30.7, which is too low. How do you consume vacuum? So that also seems to say that I should be pumping oxygen into here to keep the air pressure high. Right? Right? Because we've got low air pressure and they're not going to grow either. And that's not going to work. The oxygen is really warm. That's unfortunate. Alright, it's too big because of those tiles that were dug out. It's fine, it's fine. We might change it to every 5th plant being a weedwort. Every 6th. Three, four, 5, 6. Five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, four, 5. There we go. That is going to intensify the radiation in the middle a little more. You're going to get 450 rods per cycle. $480. I mean, they're not going to be in here for a full cycle. I hope. I mean, this may be a terrible idea. What achievement do we earn? Kill the root with radiation. Oh. 100 tune-ups. I don't care about that. And then I think we just don't have enough no seed available. That's fine. Okay, it looks like the temperature is getting under control. $30.8. That's, I think, lower than what it was. Okay, that seems like it's functioning. So it's yet to be seen whether or not that kills my dupes, but as soon as I get a notification for radiation sickness, I will figure something else out. I could put the weasel warts underneath, and that way they're just cooling the pipes, and there's less radiation exposure up top. I guess. But I think for now, we're going to leave it there. And then next session, we're going to look into what we can do with bristle blossoms. I mean, it's just going to be... What was it? Gristleberry is what we're going to be making, I guess. Oh, it's not even listed because we don't even have the plant. Because we haven't had a harvest. There we go. Bristleberry turns into a gristleberry, right? Yeah. You know, quality's low. But we can combine these two. We can get berry sludge, which is quite good. That'll give us some good quality food. But that also probably means we want to, before we forget, we want to turn our frost bones off. Because while they're quite good, the other ones will be better. Alright, let's call it there for now. If you enjoyed what you've seen, i.e. me making a whole bunch of terrible mistakes, feel free to like and subscribe. That would help me out, and I will see you next time.